The humid air hung thick and heavy in the Louisiana bayou, just as it always did. But today, the air also vibrated with the barely contained rage of Boom, the frogman. Boom was, to put it mildly, an oddity. Skinnier than a cattail reed, with bulging eyes that darted nervously, and a voice that sounded like a kazoo gargling gravel, he was an easy target. Especially for the women of the bayou. This morning, it was Nomad, the prettiest of the crawfish trappers, who'd inadvertently poked the hornet's nest. She tossed him a half-eaten shrimp head and, with a giggle, said, "Here, Boom. Thought you looked hungry." Boom's skin flushed a sickly green. He hated being called Boom. He'd chosen the name himself, a testament to the power he knew he possessed, even if nobody else did. He glared at Nomad, his thin lips trembling. I don't need your scraps," he squeaked, his voice cracking. The spark that ignited the inferno. Boom's anger was a peculiar thing. It wasn't just a feeling, it was a power source, each level unlocking a new and bizarre ability. Level 1, mild frustration, the ribbit rant. Boom started hopping up and down, his skinny legs blurring. This was his least powerful form. He could jump a little higher, maybe 3 feet, and his ribbit voice became slightly louder, capable of shattering glass. Nomad, however, remained unimpressed, merely raising an eyebrow. "Oh, look at him jump." "Cute," she said, a smirk tugging at her lips. That was enough. Level 2, annoyance arousal, the slimy slap, green goo started to ooze from Boom's pores, coating his hands. He could now slap with surprising force. He swung, connecting with Nomad's upper leg. It stung, and she yelped, but more from surprise than pain. All right, knock it off, Boom," she said, still laughing. Level 3, irritation incarnate, the tongue trip. Boom's prehensile tongue, normally used for snatching flies, flicked out with startling speed. It wrapped around Nomad's ankle, attempting to trip her. She stumbled but regained her balance. "Getting serious, are we?" Nomad taunted. "Still think you can catch a real woman, Boom?" The words hit him like a physical blow. He felt the anger simmering, churning. Level 4, grudge grumble, the mud mirth. The ground around Boom began to tremble. He could now manipulate the mud beneath his feet, creating small sinkholes and shooting globs of muck. He launched a volley of mud at Nomad, who dodged most of them with practiced ease. She was good at dodging globs of stuff. Level 5, vexation venting, the aquatic agitation. The water in the bayou started to boil. Boom could now control the water, creating small whirlpools and shooting jets of scalding water. He shot a jet at Nomad, who shrieked as it scalded her arm. Now she was starting to get worried. Level 6, wrathful woe, the croak command. Boom's croak became deafening, a sonic boom that shook the cypress trees. He could now control the local wildlife. A swarm of mosquitoes descended upon Nomad, biting her mercilessly. She swatted and cursed. Level 7, enraged eruption, the swamp surge. The bayou itself seemed to convulse with Boom's rage. A wave of swamp water, thick with algae and debris, surged towards Nomad. She was completely drenched and soaked and sputtering and coughing. She had stopped laughing now. Level 8, furious frenzy, the camouflage craze. Boom's skin rippled, changing colors, allowing him to blend seamlessly into the surrounding foliage. He became virtually invisible, a terrifying phantom of the swamp. He could now strike unseen, delivering blindingly fast blows. Nomad, panicked, scanned the murky water, her fear palpable. "Boom! Where are you? This isn't funny anymore." Level 9, unbridled uproar, the boom boom burst. This was where things got truly unpredictable. Boom's skinny frame crackled with energy. He became a living lightning rod, capable of discharging arcs of electricity. He'd only reached this level a handful of times, and each time, the results were explosive. Literally. I warned you. Boom's voice resonated with a simultaneous deep and high pitch, unnatural timbre, echoing through the bayou. A ball of crackling energy formed in his hands. Nomad, realizing the gravity of the situation, finally apologized, genuine fear etched on her face. Boom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. Please, just calm down. Level 10, Apocalyptic Annihilation, the Frogaclysm. Thankfully, Nomad's apology, even though laced with fear, managed to penetrate Boom's rage-fueled consciousness. He wavered, the ball of energy flickering. If he reached level 10, well, nobody quite knew what would happen. He'd never gotten there before. Legend said it would reshape the bayou, maybe even the world, in his image. Taking a deep, shaky breath, Boom slowly calmed down. The electricity dissipated. The mud settled. The mosquitoes dispersed. The bayou went back to its usual humid, buzzing silence. Boom, still trembling, just stared at Nomad, his bulging eyes filled with a mixture of shame and satisfaction. He knew he'd gone too far. He always did. Just leave me alone, he croaked, his voice returning to its normal, grating pitch. Nomad, still totally dripping and covered in mud, nodded quickly and hurried away, leaving Boom alone in the bayou. He knew he'd be back to his normal, ignored existence soon enough. But for a brief, terrifying moment, she had seen the power of Boom. And maybe, just maybe, that was enough. For now.